What challenges do utilities face with distributed generation integration? Have you ever wondered how utilities manage the growing trend of distributed generation? This topic is becoming increasingly important as more people and businesses turn to renewable energy sources. Let's break down the challenges utilities face when integrating distributed generation into their systems. First, utilities are dealing with technical and operational hurdles. Traditional electrical grids were designed for one-way power flow, meaning electricity moves from large power plants to consumers. With distributed generation, power can flow in multiple directions. This can lead to voltage fluctuations that may damage equipment and affect power quality for everyone. Another issue is the complexity of protection systems. Traditional devices expect current to flow in one direction, so when distributed generation introduces reverse power flow, utilities must redesign their systems to safely manage these changes. This can be a costly and time-consuming process. Utilities also face challenges with grid stability. Many distributed generation sources, like solar and wind, are intermittent. This means their output can vary significantly, making it harder for utilities to balance supply and demand. Without advanced forecasting tools, maintaining grid reliability becomes a real challenge. Next, let's talk about infrastructure and investment challenges. Many distribution networks have limits on how much distributed generation they can accommodate. Utilities may need to invest heavily in upgrading their infrastructure to support more distributed generation. This can involve significant capital expenditures and long project timelines. Utilities also requiring advanced technologies to manage distributed generation effectively. For example, they may need to implement distributed energy resource management systems to improve visibility and control over these resources. However, developing and deploying these systems can be expensive and complex. Economic and regulatory challenges add another layer of difficulty. The rise of distributed generation can reduce traditional utility electricity sales, impacting revenue. This creates tension between utilities wanting to protect their revenue streams and the need to embrace distributed generation fully. Regulatory uncertainty is another concern. Policies regarding distributed generation interconnection and compensation are still evolving. This can delay utility investments and strategic planning, making it harder for them to adapt to the new energy landscape. Finally, cybersecurity and communication challenges are critical. Utilities must establish reliable communication networks to connect distributed generation assets with their control systems. As they gain more control over these resources, protecting against cyber threats becomes essential for grid security. In summary, utilities face a range of challenges when integrating distributed generation. From technical and operational issues to infrastructure investments and regulatory uncertainties, the path forward requires careful planning and adaptation. Understanding these challenges can help us appreciate the complexities of our energy systems and the efforts utilities make to keep the lights on.